test.
I have many, many wares. What can I help you with? Be safe.
Who am I supposed to speak with?
Me busy. Okie dokie.
Let's do this thing.
Hey, Commander!
Going heroically by 15 seconds and hurry not also increase your movement speed by 70%. Let's go.
Many deals for a friend of the Grumble, like you.
Skyreach. I have not been this close to her in many years. The High Sage will be well protected. We can fly no closer. Destroy their false sun, that we may meet again in the shade. bones! You cannot outrun the wind! Slay these intruders!
Fucking finally.
We will cast you down like the monk. Cast them down! Let the scavengers below feed on their pulp. Behold the might of the Aracore! Ah! Servants! Protect your master! Cast them down! Let the scavengers below feed on their pulp. We will always soar.
$39. It's barely an upgrade, but it's an upgrade.
I have many, many wares. Many? Just the thing. What's that?
Oh, sick. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7v5, 7v10. Oh my god. So fucking retarded, man. What the fuck? Kill their healers and we fucking win. These kids blow dick. Oh my god. We still have 0 fucking healers, man. This game is so fucking stupid.
I'm out of range.
Fuck out of here, bitch. Someone fucking heal me on my team. waste of a blind, bro.
I need to get closer.
How are we wiping them over and over and we can't cap?
I'm out of
Fucking dipshit, fucking dumb faggot ass teammates, man. Why is no one going tunnel? Tunnel, 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 tunnel. Jesus, man. Fucking morons on my team. The only one that goes there. Go fucking tunnel. Holy fuck. Fucking dipshit fucks. We're outslaying them and we're just losing. Oh my god! I can't play my class! I can't move. Oh my god.
It's too far away.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking freak out if this thing pops up on my screen again. Way to waste everyone's time.
Hey, what you got, boss?
What you need?
Hi.
What's up?
So what's next, Commander?
I guess we put that there. I don't know where to put that, honestly. Who am I supposed to talk to? Inside the building. I don't know why the arrow doesn't work for in here, but leave your garrison, follow the road north.
I have any lucky do's you like. Good fortune to our friends. Beware of Yeti.
Upper Blackrock Spire? 6 items? Skyreach. Everbloom. I need to see what dungeons are available. Oh. Okay, good. I have to pee. BRB. Need the BG to pop before the fucking dungeon if possible.
Down, shop, browse. Smell.
Smell. Ooh. I just thought of something. Do we want to go blue instead? We can go this. I don't know about that tabard though. We can go this. With different webs. No, that don't work. Never mind. This is too this. Always go OG blue set. What do we want to rock with this though? And there's Legion. What do we want for the TBC one? I actually don't know. Oh, I remember getting that. You got some cool swords that could go with. Oh. Is that how we do it? Is that how we fucking do it? I don't know how I feel about the fucking back. Vengeful Gladiator plate armor. Vengeful Gladiator. Plate armor. Transmogweth. Ooh. Yeah, this is too. Okay, whoa. Do I have this? Shadow Vault Slayer's Cloak? Oh, that low-key matches. Ooh, Thunder Fury. It does kind of go with it. Low-key. Ooh, Tibardo's a Lightbringer. Shit. I don't have that. ARA. Man, I don't have it. Shadow. It's low key matches. I wonder if Thunder Fury would be this. No, it's definitely not that. Do we have healers this time? We do. We have 2. Oh my god. Might be balanced. They have 2. They're gonna have 3 though, because... Gotta fix the Mog, man. Moon heals. Sick. GG, we lose. Kid is trying to kill the fucking pets. How bad are you? Too many trannies in the world, man. Can I fix my Mog? This is an auto loss anyways. Kids are fucking trash on my team. This guy's name is Twinkie. Alright, time to fix the fucking Mog. I kind of want that one. That one low-key matches too. Under Fury though. I can only... Are you fucking kidding me right now? No fucking way, man. I can dude. What? Oh, it's so fucking annoying. Do I want that one? That one looks kind of fucking cool. Not that tabard. That one.
Farewell, friend of the Grummles.
Oh, I like it. Where's my dog water teammates, man? Holy fucking shit. I'm gonna lose it. Zygor is actually dude, they're all together. Yeah, this is the biggest auto loss ever. Kind of wild. Let's go. Whooping some ass. Guy's got a bodyguard, man. Take out the paladin. No heals, man. There's literally no heals. Crazy. Why are the stats all weird all of a sudden? Not yet. Didn't think I'd make that. Dude, low key, this fucking set looks dope. I gotta change my mount though.
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
This guy's just sitting up there. The hell? The hell? Nice fucking glitch, man. Let's go. Fucking go, bitch. Dude, I love this mog. This mog is sick as fuck. Hell was that fucking damage? Hit me for my entire health bar in one global. This game's terrible. He starts for... That's my whole health bar. Okay, bro. How am I... Bro, what? Okay. Just his dots do more damage than my fucking actual melee moves. Wild. Quite literally disgusting. Oh my god, we get it, bro. Where the fuck is my team at? Hello, team. Let's fucking go. Just had a warlock for now. Oh, he blinks. We can kill. Dude, how, man? Oh my god. God, what a goddamn fucking joke.
Many deals for a friend of the Brummels, like you. May your feet find good trails.
When you take damage, heal for maximum health. It's gonna have once every 10 seconds. Pain again. Okay, cool.
I have many wares. May your feet find good trails. Farewell, friend of the Brummels.
Oh. Oh, fucking bet. Sick. Wait, hold on. That one's fucking dope too. Ooh. Kind of like the Drakes. I don't like flying horses and shit though. with a swift timber wolf. Technically matches, but I don't. Fuck. I don't even know how I got half these fucking mounts, man. It's a horse, though, is the problem. The best ones that match it are horses, but I think a Nork on a horse looks stupid. The fuck? Too much red. Not the right kind of blue. No, orcs look so dumb on horses, man. They just do. So that does look dope. Titles? What do we have? I just think this is the fucking best title ever. The Unstoppable Force. Definitely need more mastery, but what am I doing? Where am I going? Going this way? How do I get rid of this? sword. Oh man.
I'm out of range.
Enter the cave. What fucking cave? Oh, it's down here. Dude, tell me my Mog doesn't look sick. Looks so fucking sick, right? Oh, I know it does. I have the best Mogs. Tell your friends. Kind of a big deal. Man, I want to use Thunder Fury, but I can't. It's so stupid. Click the command table, begin something.
Loktar.
Gazlow.
All yours, Commander. I'm on it.
Who am I talking to? This bitch.
This land belongs you.
So what you up to, man? You playing classic or what?
Yeah.
Soul First Hand of Ragnaros. Yeah. What you playing? Playing hardcore or regular?
What is that? I see a fortress of
Regular.
stone.
Blade Spire Citadel, once a far-flung outpost of the Ogre Empire. If our people are to have any hope to survive, we must rout the
Dude,
ogres
tell me
from
my
their
Mog is
stronghold.
not the best in the game, bro. Like, what? It's so good. It's so fucking good. Like, what? You can't fuck with me. I think we keep this one until we get that one sword, which we're not going to be able to farm for a hot minute, unfortunately, but yeah.
What is this? Why is he? You are alive.
Duratan. What's up, bitch?
Welcome, friend.
He runs to this location. Hurry the fuck up. Hurry up, pussy lips. Waiting on you.
Who's there?
Isn't Thrall's dad Durotan or whatever? I don't fucking... Who's a lore nerd? Are you a lore nerd? Like we're back in time or some shit? And WoD?
No, sir.
Come, friends. If you wish to fight with our clan, we welcome you to receive our blessings.
Yes, give me your blessings.
You must reach out to the Shaman Stone. Embrace the wisdom of this land and the ancestors that came before us.
I can feel it.
Run speed increase while out of combat. Oh, shit.
Gunnar did not go. Win us a great victory. Tell my husband I will defend the town until he returns.
Draka, who's married to Durotan.
Warriors, today, the tide turns.
Meet Durotan.
Your brother has already rushed ahead. Gunnar is a great fighter, but he is impatient. He has taken some of our best warriors with him. He never listens. His ruthlessness may cost us.
Yeah, fucking bitch. Gear finder. What we got? Upper Blackrock Spire. All right, well let's fucking get a game, man. Oh, I remember this fucking quest. Kill enemies around this area. Follow Durotan and help him. Fuck Durotan, little bitch. Bitch made bitch.
This will be our foothold. Leave none alive. Rupture!
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Holy shit, man.
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
What else we have to do? Big damn.
I need to get closer.
Oh my god, Durotan's bitch ass.
Reinforcements approach. Attack!
Attack!
The stench of a boar beast. It's too well.
So epic, dudes! Kill enemies around near their corpses.
stand back.
The horde stand back. Uh-oh. Oh god, get him. Get him. Oh shit. Retail's so cool, man. That's fucking cool. Duratan, all up in this building. Can we turn this into like a base or some shit, if I remember correctly? Bitch, we 41, lick taint. Oof. Sheesh. Gosh dang, execute. No recklessness net. Vicious contempt. Bloodthirst deals 25% increased damage to enemies who are bloodthirst. Ooh. X is execute, huh? Demolition. Reduce the cooldown of your sharing throw, wrecking throw by 50%. Increase its damage. Choose. Wow. There's so many good talents as warrior. It's kind of bonk.
I'm out of range.
Kind of kerbonk. What the fuck? How? How did that happen? Sheesh. Good God, man. So wild.
We fight together or die.
Send the ramp? Oh, I will.
This land is nothing like Azeroth.
Thrall.
This is a savage land.
Arm 10. Frostwolf slaves. Kill Bladespar enemies.
It's too far away.
Now we're starting to do big damage. Good God, man.
It is up to you, champion. I will stay here and help with the wounded slaves you rescued. Furious little Orkling. In your blind rage, you rush to face my ogres alone. I'll drown you in the blood of your little army.
Jesus.
Oh, they will end you, little lone wolf. Your conquered clan will feel my slave pits.
I can't CC this guy.
You kind of useless insects. The citadel is ours. Come, brother. We press the attack. No, Galar. We are surrounded and exposed. We must fortify. You are too cautious. I will gather our warriors and do it myself. Reckless brother.
What, his brother? Ooh, we got the big bad boy, the big dude. Jimmy in the lockdown.
I can't attack that target.
What other CC are we gonna have? We're gonna have.
You have proven yourself loyal to my clan, capable of great things.
Oh, I'm getting hungry.
Our hold on Bladespire is tenuous, and some of my best warriors have raced off with my reckless brother. I was impressed by your skill in our battle against Dorok the Ruthless. I would be honored if you continued to fight by our side.
And you're going through these difficult. Ooh, I need to finish watching this video.
Okay? For everybody. For every reason. This is actually what happens with people. Person says, yep, I was gonna queue some solo shuffle recently since the weapon enchant looks so decent, but when I saw the top of the ladder for arms was 2200, I just said, F it, I'll wait a month or two until it's easier. Like, they don't want to play, because it's like, eventually it's just gonna be artificially easier, you know? So why don't we just skip that bullshit, just let people play and not put a cap on it, and everything's better. MMR is capped right now, it wouldn't inflate at all. Yeah, MMR capping just seems like, I swear? I just don't get it, man. It doesn't benefit anybody. That's what I don't understand, you know? I think we're targeting the wrong issue. The underlying problem is most people don't find PvP fun enough to play. Make your rewards easier doesn't really solve that. It does, though. I understand what you're saying, but I'm telling you, you're wrong. And the reason why you're at least partially wrong is because, like, even if you're somebody, let's say you're playing like you're let's say you're playing, okay? and you're going through these difficult games and maybe they're frustrating, but you actually are slowly but surely like climbing rating, you're much more likely to like kind of put up with it and actually find some enjoyment. But if you're just having like a tough situation and you're sitting in the long queues and then your rating also doesn't move, there's literally, it doesn't feel like there's any reason to play. Well, it's the same issue in solo shuffle and threes. That's what you guys do not understand. You guys aren't understanding what I'm saying. Let me break it down for you guys once again, okay? I'm gonna make this as clear as possible. Season 1, solo shuffle equals inflated equals everyone plays it. 3v3 equals deflated equals nobody plays it. 2v2 equals deflated equals nobody plays it, okay? This is what happened in Season 1. This is what happened in Season 1, okay? Now going into Season 2, it's just the same thing, except this has now been changed to deflated, and this has been changed to nobody plays it. So this is the problem, guys. Like instead of, they took the wrong approach. And also I think it's worth noting, I think it's worth mentioning that at the end of season 3, end of season 3, when rating was most inflated, everyone queued. Could you imagine that, ladies and gentlemen? When rating was really inflated and people could push for their titles and their weapon enchants and their transmogs, and you know, some people were pushing gladiator, some people were pushing rank 1. The latter was the most active possible and everyone was having fun. So instead of just making it so everything is at least not deflated, like not only is it deflated, but it's also hard MMR capped. So solo shuffle and 3v3, I'm pretty sure have a hard MMR cap right now, which means you quite literally, no matter what you do, can't go above a certain rating, which is pretty crazy in my humble opinion. This is what I'm saying. I think they took the wrong approach. Instead of making everything bad, they could have made everything good. And then I think people would be more motivated and stuff to play. Because I'm seeing comments on my Twitter post from people that are saying, you know what? I really do want to play PvP. I want to try to get the weapon enchant, but hey, it's basically going to be impossible for me to push any rating, and I'm not going to get anything out of it. So why would I play? I'll just wait 1, 2, 3, 4 months, and then it's just going to be a much smoother, much more fun, enjoyable journey. And I'll get the reward, you know? 'Cause I know you guys, there's a lot of people that think, you know what? People should want to play just because it's a fun game. That's just not the way it works, unfortunately. People like the feeling of progress. People like the feeling of improvement. And when you give them that feeling, they'll want to play more. I know it sounds weird, but I genuinely believe it to be the case. It turns out it's fun to make progress in anything in life. It says, can always try to push and improve now, though.
Dude, that thing hits so fucking hard.
Bro, this is the experience of a lot of people. They want to play, and they can't find anyone to play threes with. Okay, whatever. So they queue solo shuffle. Okay. They queue up solo shuffle, and they sit there, and they wait, 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 and they wait. They eventually get up to like whatever their MMR is going to be. Like, let's say I'm 1800 right now. Okay. 1800 is pretty high. I mean, look, I'm fighting with like 2200 DPS. It's basically the top of the ladder. 2200? That's like nearing the top of the ladder. Okay, and I'm 1800. Chances are I'm gonna go like 3-3 in this lobby. If I was a DPS, it'd be way worse. And you just play, and not only did you wait a long time, but you also just didn't make any kind of progress towards your rating and your goals. Like a real life example that I like to give, that I just gave. Imagine the gym. Like I'm someone who likes to go to the gym. I like to work out. I like to make progress. You know what I mean? It's fun to see changes in my body. It's fun to get stronger. It's fun to maintain my muscle mass and stay youthful and active. Like I wouldn't fucking go to the gym if I didn't see any kind of meaningful changes or gains or whatever. That's the whole fun of a new season. Like the problem World of Warcraft has is they're constantly making these tweaks nobody understands to the MMR and rating system, right? So like as a player, one season, like at the end of season 1, you're like 2600. You got your gladiator, you got your mount, you're having fun, you're 2600. Look at that. Sorry, it's hard while I'm playing the game. You got, you know what I mean? You're like a player at the end of season 1. You got all these like super awesome, sick things from pushing rating, and then the new season starts, and you're hard stuck 1700. And there's nothing in the game that explains to you how it works. You know what I mean? Don't. Technically speaking, rating is totally irrelevant, and all that matters is your ranking on the ladder. But it's really hard to understand what that means. You know, all the rewards are based off the rating, which is kind of arbitrarily increased. So it's not really a great feeling, I feel like. Not a great player experience to just like be 2600 and get all the rewards, and then the next season starts and you're hard stuck 1800 and you can't make any improvement, you're not getting any of the rewards you saw, and it's probably way less fun for you. You guys agree with this, or am I crazy? It's a shame too, because I swear I actually enjoy playing the game, but the game is less fun when nobody's playing it. Like, my experience in 3v3 so far has been like the top of the ladder is like
that's why I
prime
quit.
queues, the top of the ladder is like 2200, 2300.
Dude, it's actually kind of weird because like Dragonflight is, he has a point. Dragonflight is actually a good expansion. It actually is. They did a good job at this expansion. They really truly did. But I think the problem is Blizzard has failed so many fucking times. It's kind of like Diablo 3. Diablo 3 is actually pretty good now. It is not bad. But it took them so long to fix the fucking game with all the issues that people complained about that it's just been tainted. And same with WoW, man. It's sad. Who am I killing? This guy? I might hop on Classic, maybe. I'm having so much fun playing retail, though.
That's so true.
I'm thinking about boosting this guy, because I feel like I'm kind of stuck. No one's queuing. Motherfuck you, bitch. Hey. You fucking knocked me on the ground, bitch. Dude, that actually hits hard. Wrecking Throw. It's kind of wild. I need to know what the Bloodthirst critical strikes generate 4 additional range and inflict a gushing wound that leeches for. Oh, taste the blood is different now, huh? I like it. I like it.
I need to get closer.
Cast again. So I can reflect it. Oh, you motherfucking bitch. What is that bullshit? Got the key. Unlock the cages. God, Warrior is so fucking fun on retail. Holy shit. I bet Warrior is actually low-key fucking fun on Classic too with the healer. I feel like it's just fucking terrible without one. In fact, I know it is because I've played it. Unlock someone's cage. Alright. Bro, the queue is not popping, man.
That's prime time. That's not even Glad range. The best players in the game right now can't even get Glad wins. That's not good. Like, there's no universe that's good. Like, what rating is Waz? Waz is rank 1 in Europe right now. What rating is he? Yeah, so Waz is 2401, ladies and gentlemen. He's the top of the ladder. He maybe has 1 Glad win for the season. That's the highest you can possibly be.
That's so bad.
It's just like,
oh my god, that's so
it's just
bad.
so weird. I
So
don't get.
bad.
I personally just don't understand the problem. Like, I don't even care about rewards for myself. Genuinely, I don't. Like, it's fun for me to get the sets and stuff like that, but I notice like a lot of my friends who are, I don't even call them casual players. They're like super serious players, but to them, they feel really demotivated that they can't make any kind of progress like they used to. Because the game just like tells them that they suck now, you know, just randomly. But to be fair, this thinking is so wrong though. The people who, okay. To be fair, this thinking is so wrong. The people care all about the Transmogrified weapon and chance rewards, so once they hit them, they stop playing anyways. That's actually not true. So you know what people do?
Definitely not true.
You know, like if the ladder's really active, like let's say you're someone who plays priest.
Go play an
Okay,
alt.
let's say you have a priest, and you queue up, and you're slowly making progress. You unlock your elite set. You know what you might try to do is make an alt.
Yep.
Dude, how many people, once they, you know, get to their kind of rating, they want to try a different
That's what
class.
I did.
And they keep playing. And then they can work towards, you know, their elite set on a different spec.
Yep.
I feel like that's gotta happen, right? That's what everyone, I mean, the truth is, guys, that's what most people do, right? That's what I do. It's fun for me to try to get my sets, and I'm not instantly, I mean, obviously I'm a different example, but I literally have been streaming WoW full time for 15 years. I don't want to say that I'm like an authority on these things, but what I will say is I spend a lot of time with people in the community. I feel like you're taking 100% of the money. I usually just play for the lead sets and the enchant. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do. It's fun to make progress and try new specs and blah, 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 blah. All right, so here we go. We got another objective. A lot of people said if I can't push, why should I keep playing? Inflating rating equals doesn't solve this, though. You'll hit the ceiling just 300 rating higher and you were stuck anyways. Yeah. The only difference is right now you're stuck before you get any rewards. It's fine if you're stuck after you get the rewards, but right now you're stuck getting 0 rewards. That's the big problem, my friend. That is the big problem. Let's move 12 to Glad to 2100 for me. All right, I swear I have such a big problem with the people that are like, yeah, we're just making everything so free. Just making all the rewards free. It's all just participation, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm telling you, most of you guys saying that have probably never gotten Gladiator. I've been playing with BFA and never got Glad and hit the ceiling 2300. I'm cool with it being a little challenge. It'd be super lame if I logged on.
No, I don't agree with that take. That's not necessarily true. Most, I mean, I don't know about the word most. Maybe,
yeah, but you're not.
Maybe half.
So here's the thing, man.
At best.
I'm not talking about making it easier than seasons in the past, right? I'm not talking about making it easier than seasons in the past. I forgot what I'm saying, but I feel like Shadowlands was probably like a good spot. Like season 1, season 2 of Shadowlands was probably a good spot. A lot of people got Glad, but not everybody got Glad. And obviously you didn't, right? So wasn't that easy. It's not like you can just not have any kind of knowledge of what you're doing to get it. But that's different than right now. So the difference between Shadowlands and right now is in Shadowlands, well, Big difference is right now it's literally impossible. Like, let me show you guys. I don't think a lot of people understand that MMR is literally hard capped. Literally. So it just can't go higher. Like, how is this guy? Is this a bug? Oh, this is something weird. All right, this is the highest rated people. So Waz is number 1. He's 2440. And he's number 2 on his rogue. He's number 1 and number 2. And that's a really good point. I think that's a really good point. Meanwhile, full mythic raid has already been cleared. FM Heartstock 1700 right now. What does that look like at the end of the season? That's what I'm saying though. When a new season comes out, like, so I just like how the best raiders have already cleared mythic. I feel like the best PvPers in the game, like Waz. Let's just use Waz as an example. Waz should probably have his gladiator mount at this point. Do you disagree or agree with that? Like, I feel like inflation should at least be in a spot where the literal best people in the entire game should be able to accomplish it. I don't even think that's not a crazy take. And the fact that it isn't is a little bad. Or you know what? Maybe they should make mythic raiding even more difficult. You know? How about this? Like, let me ask you a question. Let's take this conversation even further, okay? What is a very respectable mythic plus key right now? Like, what's a very respectable mythic plus key? Like, really, really crazy. Like, the best players, or what are they doing? Like 20s? Okay, so like, let's say 20s. What if they just made 5s the new 20s? How would that be? Would that be good? What if you literally couldn't do over a 6? Like, mythic plus 6s were so hard you couldn't break them. I think this is a great comparison. Like, what if mythic plus 20s, the equivalent difficulty was now a 5, and that's as high as you could do. It's almost impossible to do over a 6. You think people would have fun playing, or is it better that people can like make incremental improvements over their keys? You know, what do we think about that? Better yet, would mythic plus keys be as fun if you couldn't actually make progress in them? Like, if everyone just did 5s over and over and over and over, do you think people would actually enjoy it? Would it be fun? So why on earth do people think it's weird that you should be able to make progress in PvP? Incentive for PvP is just so bad. I think it's a conversation that's worth talking about.
I hate this fucking music. Democrat raided by FBI, implicated in Tucker Carlson leaks. This build is insane in solo shuffle. Easiest to hardest heroes to Grandmaster? Proof?
What's up everybody, it's me, Couch Mills here, and in this video we're going to be breaking down the easiest to hardest characters to get to Grandmaster with. So if you're looking for a character to main, and you want to get to Grandmaster as quickly as possible, the characters in the S tier are going to be the easiest characters to do so, and the characters in the D tier are characters that you're going to have to struggle a lot harder. Still might be strong characters once mastered, but as far as getting that good, and getting good enough and having enough value to get to Grandmaster, it's going to be harder on the D tier. So yeah, let's jump right in. First off is D.Va. D.Va's definitely a very powerful character, but I do think that in order to get good enough to get her to Grandmaster, you have to get fairly good all around at tank, all around in Overwatch. She's a very game sense heavy character that also has high amounts of mechanical skill with your tracking and just your execution of the actions. Overall, I think she's a rather hard character to get to Grandmaster. If you do get to Grandmaster with her, I can imagine you get Grandmaster with like a lot of other characters you could do with D.Va. So I'm probably gonna put D.Va like in the B tier. I can see the C tier. She's actually pretty hard to get to Grandmaster. Zenyatta. I think that Zenyatta is actually rather simple right now to get to Grandmaster, especially low Grandmaster. All you have to do is discord a target, mainly the tank, keep them discorded the entire freaking game, apply a ton of pressure, and live. That's kind of what you're trying to do. I know the living part is kind of hard, but keep in mind that people aren't going to be coordinated in their attacks, especially if they're not counter-swapping to deal with you, which is only going to happen a certain small percentage of the matches. You're gonna be fine as long as you don't play up too close. You play your distance. You play your
Dude,
cover,
I think I'm gonna boost this guy, man. This is bullshit.
Apply a ton of pressure, and of course have like something maybe to swap to if you have to. You know, if you're being like hard countered by like a Sombra and a ball combo. But the majority of the time, Zen is gonna kind of be a cakewalk where you're just having a ton of impact game after game, and really just making the enemy tank's life a living hell. But I will say, the trick is you got to understand that your team is going to flame you more on this character than most. Your tanks are going to flame you for not enough heals.
That's a big
your
upgrade.
Are gonna tell you you're just doing bad because you don't have a high heal stat or whatever. Who cares what they have to say? Blow past them, block Zen, DPS, you know how it is. Bastion. This character's hard as hell to climb to Grandmaster. So hard. Good luck climbing this character to Grandmaster. Yeah, it's just hard. Like, I don't even know how else to put it. It's just, you're gonna be countered most of the time, and yeah, I mean, if you're gonna play this character, I think his best job or his best role is just when he has good situations, you can flex to him, you know. When there's a composition you think you can get value against, or when you have a team that's working with you, sure. But most of the time, he's just not going to be it. I'm going to put him in. So Winston to get to Grandmaster with, kind of in the same camp as D.Va. A little bit difficult, I think. You have to learn a lot of things to get good enough to climb to Grandmaster. Mainly timing is really, really important for engagement timing. Knowing when you can go for a deeper dive or shallow dives, making sure you're not wasting your cooldowns pre-fight. This is all really important stuff on Winston. I do think that all in all, he's gonna get, I think he's a little easier than D.Va. I'm gonna put him in the high B. I think he's about that. To get to Grandmaster 2. Cassidy, point and click, baby. Point and click. I think he is about the same. I want to say he's about the same. Like, yeah, he's a fairly simple and straightforward character to get to Grandmaster with. Mainly what you just have to do is you just have to live. Like, it doesn't even matter if you can't aim on this character. You can get Grandmaster. All you need is the ability to live, and you need to be positioned near cover. Don't go for these crazy wide flanks. You don't have the mobility for it. Don't do any crazy off-angle shenanigans. Tether yourself to pieces of cover. Put yourself in line of sight of your supports and live. And you're going to have so much impact on this character. So, yeah, that's my tips for you. Next off, we do have to talk about Sigma. As far as easiness to get to Grandmaster, I know that Sigma is a hard character to master, hard character to learn. Not enough people are abusing what Sigma can do. Sigma's insanely strong. The way in which that you can just kind of inflict your will onto enemies, this is what you do on Sigma. Make sure that you're still playing cover. Just because you have a shield doesn't mean that you should be playing in the middle of the open. You're still playing near a cover source. You're utilizing your shield to transition through cover or apply pressure. So from cover to cover or applying pressure. And most importantly, you play your distance on Sigma. There's an effective range on Sigma where your hyperspheres explode. Play that range at all times. Don't allow any enemy, I don't care if it's a Zara, I don't care if it's a freaking Reaper, it doesn't matter what it is. Don't allow these characters to get on top of you. Keep your distance. If you do that, those things on Sigma, you're already better than the majority of Sigmas, and you can abuse this character and climb. I promise you. He's really, really simple to get to Grandmaster, at least low Grandmaster. Once you get there, now all of a sudden players are a lot better at like controlling their range and inflicting their range onto you, not allowing you to dictate the pace. But until low Grandmaster, you don't even really see that. I'm going to put him in the top of S tier. I think he's that strong. Now we do got to talk about Widowmaker. So a couple of things about Widow. I think that if you have like the insane skills, of course you can get to Grandmaster, right? Of course. But in order to get those skills, you have to put in the work on Widow. You have to put in the work. There's a certain amount of strategy involved in Widowmaker, right? Making sure that you're holding these really far angles, abusing your range, similar to Sigma. You're also making sure that you are changing up the information that you're giving the opponents. You know, firing from one angle, changing to a different angle, rotating to another angle, maybe going back to the first angle, right? You're playing the battle of information, and then reliability. With Widowmaker, you do not have to hit insane shots to climb to Grandmaster, but you have to be able to hit all the easy ones. The ones where people are jumping in front of you. The ones where people are walking in a straight line. The ones where people are standing still. You have to hit these shots, all these shots. And honestly, mechanical skill in Overwatch is hard, right? It's hard to learn. It's hard to master. We have these characters that are moving at the speed of sound, hitting a head on some of these characters. Way harder than freaking holding a goddamn head level angle in Valorant. No offense. But I'm putting Widow in the C tier purely because I think it's harder for you to get to Grandmaster, become a Grandmaster Widow, than it is on a lot of other DPS. Cassidy, I think you don't even need that much mechanical skill. You don't even really need to develop much of anything in order to get to Cassidy to that level. It's more about your positioning. Widowmaker requires you to really hard grind her a lot more. So I think she's a bit harder to get to Grandmaster. Once you get the skill, though, you can probably hard carry more than Cassidy, but that's not really what we're talking about. We're just talking about difficulty to get to Grandmaster, to get good enough to get to Grandmaster, right? Develop the
Oh
skills
my god, that was disgusting.
Orisa, I would say Orisa's pretty hard to get to Grandmaster. Pretty hard. Yeah, and so the reason that Orisa is a pretty hard character is because I think you're like a 51%er, which means that in every game you're only 1% more impactful than the other tank or whatever the case may be, and you're just like, let's say if some of these characters, like let's say if you're goated at Widow, right, you're gonna win like 60%, 70% of your games. So out of 100 games, you're gonna win 70 of them because you're just dominant at Widow. With Orisa, you could be a dominant Orisa. I feel like even if you're an absolute crackhead, you're gonna win like 55 games out of 100. So I think like this. So, but Orisa's simple. She's simple to learn, right? You just learn your cooldowns. You learn your spin cooldown. You learn your javelin cooldown. You're still playing cover. Once again,
Getting tired.
I keep repeating this, but tank players a lot of the time, they ignore cover. I've coached a lot of tank players, even masters, even low GM tank players. They do not play cover sources.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna boost this guy. I don't see the
tank cooldowns are really strong.
Just keep an
you have them,
hour?
that's
I mean,
vulnerable. If all you have to do to get all these powerful cooldowns back is just deny line of sight between you and the enemy, you're freaking golden. And that's what you can do on Zarya, Junker Queen, Sigma, Orisa. Like, you could do it with all these tanks. So just play your cover sources, go from cover to cover. Make sure that when you're pushing out in the open, you're doing it for a reason, you have your cooldowns to do so. But as you can see, these two characters are here for different reasons. Widow because she's really, really hard to get good enough to climb to Grandmaster. And Orisa because she's really, really hard to climb to Grandmaster even when you're good. Okay? Two different things. Baptiste. I actually think that Baptiste is a fairly easy character to get to Grandmaster with. Mainly because you can kind of do everything you want to yourself. Like, you can heal your team, you can do a lot of damage, you have very impactful abilities. I'm going to say that he's actually S. I know that that's kind of strange, but I do think that he requires less of you than a lot of other supports do for the same amount of value. He's kind of like going to be better than... if you're not like really insane. So I guess the way to describe this is you would have to be a better Ana and a better Kiriko to get to low Grandmaster than you would have to be on BAP. BAP can kind of get you there because you have things that are going to be forgiving for your positioning, right? Your exo boots. You have a way to heal yourself, and you have pretty consistent and reliable damage. You have your lamp that's really, really strong. I think all of these kind of come together to just make BAP like just a really, really strong support that if you're trying to get to Grandmaster with, I think he's probably the simplest. Ashe to get to Grandmaster with, I think it's about here. Not quite as easy as Cassidy, but still fairly simple to get to Grandmaster with. And it's not as hard to get good at Ashe as it is Widowmaker, right? Consistent dynamites, bobs that make sure to
can't believe I'm about to fucking do this, but fuck it.
You and the enemy team, right? So the bob is behind them and you're in front of them and they're like freaking sandwiched in, or the bob is creating a lot of space. Those are fantastic. So yeah, I'm gonna put Ashe somewhere around here, but I do think that at least mechanically I guess she's about the same task, kind of around those, a lot easier than Widowmaker for sure. Genji to get to Grandmaster. Oh, Grandmaster. I feel like it's kind of a strange situation for Genji. Strange. Because here's the thing about Genji. Genji is definitely a character that can get you there, of course, but in order to get there, I feel like you have to be really, really good at Genji. Like, one of the reasons that a lot of Genji players are getting to Grandmaster and having success in Grandmaster is because they have put in a ridiculous amount of hours on this freaking character. Like, I think Genji fans and Genji players are more loyal to this character than ever. So, like, a lot of people that are picking up Genji that are like, oh, I want to be like that Genji. I want to be like Necros or even just random GM Genji. That Genji probably has 3,000 hours on Genji. They probably do. They probably have 3,000 freaking hours on Genji. So I'm not trying to say that to discourage you. I'm just saying that that's what it takes to get really, really comfortable and confident on this character. It's not like you're just going to be able to pick up and be godly at him right away. He's a hard character to learn. Mechanically, he's hard, and I do think that if you're good with him, of course, get to Grandmaster pretty simply, sure. But getting good is the hard part, similar to Widowmaker. So I'm actually going to put him down here.
I have something important
if you have the skills, then yes, you can, but it's hard. If you were starting from zero, trying to learn one of these characters, Genji is going to be a hard one to pick up, get good enough to climb the Grandmaster. Now, if you're already on your Genji journey, you've already developed a lot of the time in one, I do think that, you know, honing in on your executions on Genji, you can get to Grandmaster.
I am about to present the aspect's invitation to the
picking him up for the first time, good freaking luck. Sojourn. I think that Sojourn is on the easier side. Now, yes, hitting rails is hard. Hitting consistent rail guns on headshot hit rail guns is very hard to do on Sojourn, but you don't even need to do that to climb on this character. You don't even need to do that to get to Grandmaster. You can just hit body shot rails. The fact that you're a character that applies a lot of pressure, has burst damage, has mobility and vertical mobility, all those things are good enough for this character to be like up here. You can take really aggressive wide angles, slide away, you can push aggressively, you can just kind of do pretty much what you want on this character, and you're a lot more independent than a character like Cass. You can play further positionally, and I don't think that you need as much skill, like mechanical skill behind you as like a Widow, where, you know, if you're not hitting consistent kills on, consistent crits on Sojourn's rail, you're fine. You can stick to Grandmaster with that. But if you're not doing that on Widowmaker,
I don't have a target.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. You're not going to be able to climb those things. Next up, we do got to talk about Zarya. Now, as far as what you need to get good enough at Zarya, it's primarily your pressure sense. So understanding the overall advantage versus disadvantage of the team fight. So you have to have a good understanding of who's winning and who's losing the team fight, and in what way can your impact affect that. So it's like overall like team fight game sense, and that can be a little bit hard to develop. You also do need good tracking, right? Good tracking on Zarya is going to really enable you to do a lot of things, like be more aggressive, go for these more proactive plays. I would say that she's probably about B. I think you could maybe justify low A. I'm gonna put her here. I do think that she
I did not know that Warrior had. What the fuck? That's insane.
Of course, if you're really, really godly with her, of course you can climb to Grandmaster. But in order to develop and get to that level, I think it does require just you to be a generally good tank player. So, you know, like I said, if you get to Grandmaster or if you get Zarya to Grandmaster, you could probably get other tanks to Grandmaster. And honestly, if you get Zarya to Grandmaster, you could probably get a lot of DPS to Grandmaster too. Like if you could get Zarya to Grandmaster, I would imagine that you could probably get Cassidy to Grandmaster. So let's talk about Junker Queen. So to develop the skills on this character, there's a lot that is needed for you. Proper timing, understanding like exactly when you can go in, how to go in, but still, even in spite of those things, Junker Queen just gets to kind of enforce her will. And I don't really think that there's a ton of complexity to her overall compared to many of the other tanks. The only really skill metric is engagement timing and consistency of knives. Those are like the main ones, like throw knives connection. So the throw knives, you're just going to get better with that over time, practicing that. Engagement timing is something that all the tanks need, right? Diva and Zarya both need, every single tank needs. And I do think that overall, she can kind of just get away with a lot right now, especially in the meta right now. I think you can get to Grandmaster with this character much easier than most of the tanks, just purely based on your ultimate, your power, your ability to kind of just completely dominate people that are not prepared, don't counter you properly. You know, even in the lower ranks, they just don't. I'm gonna put Junker Queen up here. I think she's a fairly simple character to get to Grandmaster right now. So Moira, you know, this hot take, I'm gonna put her up in the S tier. I think Moira is pretty simple, probably not as easy as BAP is to get to Grandmaster right now. I do think that BAP just plays to more fundamental ways that you should be playing the game, and Moira already struggles slightly when you get to like that Masters area, where I think BAP actually starts to shine even more because people actually look out for you a little bit. But the thing about Moira, especially getting to Masters, it's kind of a cinch where you're just like abusing the fact that most people aren't mechanically good enough to punish you. But then past that, you're still going to be able to get some value once you learn your proper engagement timings, when you should be like being proactive, when you should be being reactive to help your team and peel for your team. Still, I think that at least to low Grandmaster, Moira is one of the easiest characters to do so. After that, you got to get really, really crafty with the character because, you know, a lot of DPS are going to punish the hell out of you. Anas aren't going to miss sleeps on you. Hanzos aren't going to miss your head. So now you have to be much more disciplined and much more exacting with your engagements. But up until that point, you can just basically have good movement on Moira, crouch spamming when you need to, combine it with fade. Make sure that you're fading from one natural source cover to the next. I know I keep talking about this. It's so damn important. Yeah, I'm going to say that she's in the S tier. Mercy to climb to Grandmaster with. This character is hard, okay? This character is hard to climb to Grandmaster with because it's kind of similar to the Arista situation where you don't have a huge way to impact your will over the game, right? It's not like you just get to go in and kill a whole bunch of people. I do think that, you know, these characters are kind of in here because it takes so much time to master these characters mechanically to get good enough to climb. But these characters are in here mainly not necessarily because they're like, you know, the easiest in the world or anything like that. It's just primarily due to the fact that they will not be able to overly impact their will. They're more like a 41%er, right? Or a 51%er. They get little percentage points. So like if you're like a Grandmaster,
this is so crazy,
or a top 500 Mercy, and then we have a top 500 Widowmaker. The top 500 Widowmaker is going to be able to have like a 75-80% win rate, maybe even more than that, up to Grandmaster. And the top 500 Mercy, even though she can hang in top 500, she's good enough to be in top 500, she's not going to have an 80% win rate. Like, that's not going to happen because you just don't have as much raw impact over the low rank of games. You just
Heritage armor?
Kind of like similar to like, I don't care how good of Orisa you are, you're not going to have a higher win rate on an Orisa if you're the best Orisa in the world than a Junker Queen being dropped in. So, yeah, just keep in mind that these two groups are down here for different reasons. That's important. Different reasons. Talk about Mei. To get to Grandmaster with Mei, I'm going to say here. It's here. It's here. Mei is just, you know, she's insane. However, it doesn't mean that there aren't things that you need to learn on this character. Primarily, you almost need a tank brain. Like, you need to understand more than anything the fight win condition. In what way can I utilize this wall to be impactful? Do I block off the support LOS? Do I block off this tank? There's a certain time frame where like the simple stuff on Mei is like, oh, X person walks through the choke, wall it off. But things get a little bit more tricky in the mid fight, and there's a lot of creative ways to use your wall in the mid fight to get some extra bits of value. But still, I do think that Mei overall, her kit is super powerful. She's consistent. She's reliable. This character is a really great character to climb with to Grandmaster. If your goal is to get to Grandmaster really fast, especially if you're not overly confident in your mechanical skill, Mei is the character that doesn't, who cares? I mean, hitting icicles is great, but who cares if you don't hit them? You're still going to be able to get to Grandmaster. Just play more fundamentally. Play to win the team fights. Think about the game more from a top-down approach and not an individualistic one. Like, how do I win the fight for my team, not just for an individual? And you're going to be able to get to Grandmaster rather simply, in my opinion. Hanzo. Okay, so Hanzo, I think, is kind of a super strong character right now, which I'll make a separate video about why Hanzo has just kind of become insanely cracked out of nowhere. But Hanzo is a character that if you play your ranges, you play your angles, you don't even really have to be that mechanically good to have a lot of impact. Now, I do think that if you want to get to Grandmaster, you still need to be able to hit the easy shots on this character, but it's not as hard as a character like Widowmaker. And I do think that if you are someone that just like picks up Hanzo today and just decides to commit to this character, it won't take you that long to become decent at this character, like good enough to inflict your will over the lobby, be very, very strong, and it just capable of kind of just dominating a lobby completely. I'm gonna put him at the top of B. The only reason that he is like lower than like a character like Cassidy is not because of his power level. Like, objectively in the meta, I think his power level is higher than Cassidy. It's primarily due to the fact that there is still a certain amount demanded of you of Hanzo mechanically when it comes to fooling enemies. That Hanzo is not the easiest character to like get good at mechanically. I understand you get a lot of value with RNG arrows, and you get a lot of value if you're just playing a really far distance, a really far off angle. You don't even have to hit shots, but when people come for you, you still need to be able to win these duels. You still need to be able to punish, you know, a lot of these characters that are actually actively attacking you, actively looking to kill you. You need to be able to punish these characters as Hanzo And the mechanics on Hanzo are not easy. You know, like actually trying to hit shots on Hanzo, it's a very unique mechanical skill set, and a Hanzo that can aim is kind of like a complete demon. So I'm gonna put him here. I'm gonna put him in the top of B. Kiriko. How hard is it for people to get to Grandmaster on Kiriko? Now, we have a little bit of stats behind this, and we know that Kiriko actually has a really low percentage of win rate in the majority of ranks. And I think that that's just because Kiriko is a rather hard character to just get as much impact as other characters. Like, if I'm playing like pretty much a lot of other supports, I do think that you have to be mechanically better. You have to have really good timing on Kiriko, and a lot of people play Kiriko wrong. I'm actually gonna put Kiriko. I'll probably put Kiriko around here. I'm gonna put Kiriko in the C tier. I don't really think that she's that easy to get to Grandmaster with. And if you get good enough to get to Grandmaster with Kiriko, right? You have decent mechanical skill, you understand flank timing, you have an aggressive temperament. All these things mean that a Grandmaster Kiriko could probably be Grandmaster on a lot of other characters, right? Very, like, you know, the skill set required. I'm not saying that Kiriko isn't objectively really strong. I'm saying that you have to put a lot of time in developing this character in order to get her that strong. So yeah, I'm putting her down here. She's a rather hard character. I think she's worth the investment to get good enough to get to Grandmaster, just like how Widow is. Not how like Genji is, but you know, Widow and Kiriko. But she's not easy to get to Grandmaster with. If you're a Kiriko main, there's a lot you gotta learn, there's a lot you gotta practice, and yeah, it's not gonna be as simple as a character like Baptiste, in my opinion. Lucio. To get to Grandmaster with. It's an interesting one. I think it kind of depends on like the style that you're incorporating. Unfortunately, with Lucio, you know, he has kind of like a duality to him, like a two style where it's like there's one that's like more enabling and the other one is more aggressive on Lucio. But I think that Lucio's strongest aspect right now, particularly, is his ability to control the spacing on the enemy tank. Just being someone that can boop away tanks. Junker-kun walks forward, Azaria walks forward, any tank just wants to push in, you boop them away. Winston jumps up, you boop him down. I think a lot of these things are super strong and worth of a lot of value. Plus, just being able to go on these like aggressive side missions with your DPS, really, really good on Lucio. I'm gonna say that he's probably B. I could maybe see that he's C. I don't really play Lucio quite enough to know. He's one of the few characters on this list that I actually don't think I could get to Grandmaster with. I think I can get to Grandmaster with every single character. In fact, I've gotten to Grandmaster with most of these characters. But with Lucio, I just don't think I can do it. So take my opinion on this one with a grain of salt, because this is definitely the character of the worst stat on this entire roster. So I'm sorry, Lucio mains. If you got something to say, just let me hear it in the comments down below. Reaper. So yeah, we're like almost done with our unranked to GM on Reaper. And so far it's been, you know, kind of a mixed bag. I do feel like Reaper is a character that you don't really want to main to get to Grandmaster. He has like good situations and bad ones. I felt like a lot of the case I lost on Reaper was if they had a Hanzo or if they had a Far Mercy. I just like, it just sucks. But really, Reaper is really, it's still a little bit underrated. I mean, he has a lot of really great tank matchups. He's good against Junker Queen. He's good against Winston, of course. He's really good against, you know, even Zarya. He's good against Roadhog. He's good against Ball. He's good against. So there's a lot of good matchups. I think that to get to Grandmaster with, he's still like objectively a bit weak right now. That's his only like true downside, I would say, is that he's objectively a bit weak. I'm gonna put him here, I think. That's kind of, so it's definitely, so like the difference between him and Widow and Genji is I think that you could become a better Reaper in a much faster time frame, right? You know, Widow, you might have to put hundreds of hours. Genji, even more than that. Reaper, you could probably get really good at this character, just devoting like a small chunk of hours to him. I think you could get really good with him. And it's one of the reasons why he's a great flex too, because it doesn't require a ton. If you're someone that just randomly flexes to Widow, good luck. You're gonna randomly flex to Widow when you don't play her. You're gonna get shit on. So yeah. Ana. Moving on to Ana. Ana to Grandmaster. You have a lot of the means to do so. I'm gonna put her here. Aggressive nades, impactful damage. There's a lot about this character that I think just means that you can get to Grandmaster. I will say that it does require a lot of different skills from you, as opposed to like Zen, where you're more linear in what you have to do. You have to live, you have to discard the tank, and you have to deal damage. That's like it. Where Ana is like, you have to make all these like little micro decisions, right? You have to You know, decide when to nade aggressively versus defensively. Decide when to sleep aggressively versus defensively. Know when to damage versus healing. Like, there's a lot of decisions you have to do. Aggressive nades versus, or aggressive nanos versus combo nanos. There's like a lot more complexity. You have the power to climb, but I think there's a lot that you have to do to get to the same level of impact as like a Zen. And honestly, if I would put her even lower, right? Like lower down because of her skill, like all the skills that you need. But that would be if this was a list that was like to get to Grandmaster 1 or top 500, I would put her lower down because I think there's a really huge gap in Anna's when you get to the highest ranks of play. Like to get to low Grandmaster with Anna, I think that's like not as hard because Anna is just such a powerful character that if you're just a bit proactive on this character, you can get there. You know, and you're not just feeding and dying over and over again. You can definitely get there. But you don't even have to do everything perfect. You know, you just have to do some things well. That's it. But she's definitely a character that is really hard to like get to that ultimate mastery of. Doesn't mean that she's a hard character to get to Grandmaster of. Mainly because I think you don't even have to be that good of an Ana to get to Grandmaster. That's kind of, you know, my take on the matter. Soldier 76. It's actually a little hard to get to Grandmaster with. Maybe that's just me, but I do think that the reason is because he's not as easy to have high, sharp points of impact. He's kind of like a steady hum. You know, a steady hum of value. I do think that he's still good, though. He's still good. He's probably about Ash. Like that. I think that. It's probably Junkrat. You have to be absolutely crazy to get to Grandmaster Junkrat. I'm sorry. I'm putting him here. I know that this is another hot take, but I think that Junkrat is hard to get to Grandmaster with. He's hard. You have to know a lot on Junkrat. There are some maps, if you're a Junkrat main, there are some maps that you are just completely useless on unless you really know your lineups, like you're a GOAT on this character. I don't think this character just plays himself to Grandmaster. I can imagine that there's a lot of maps that are really bad on him. I think that he's like rather underpowered right now in general. Of course it's possible to get to Grandmaster. There's a lot of Grandmaster Junkrats that exist, but these guys, look at a Grandmaster Junkrat. I want you to go find one. Go find one. Look at their freaking profile. These guys have like 10,000 hours on this character. I'm just saying they do. They do. They're demo man. They just put in the time. I don't know. This character here. We already know that in most of the meta ranks she has like the highest win rate, and she doesn't get weaker in the higher ranks. She's still strong. Like, she's just a strong ass character that gets so much value. Even just so her inherent value is just gonna give you like a nice cushion of value. But then even past that, there's playstyle alterations in the middle of the game that you can incorporate. All in all, I think that she's fantastic. I'm gonna put her in the S tier. I think that she's really great to climb with. She's probably the simplest to climb to Grandmaster with, or not the simplest, but she's easy to climb with Grandmaster with once you put the time into this character. I think that really she's underplayed relative to how good she is. I mean, if that's not a fair assessment. Tracer. Tracer's strange. Like, we all know that Tracer's like the GOAT when you get good at her, but it's similar to like Widow, right? Similar to the Widow camp where it's like hard to get good at Tracer. You're not going to be able to, if you're someone picking a character up for the first time, you're gonna have to put a ton of hours into Tracer to get good at her. I'm gonna actually move Hanzo up here, and I'm gonna put Tracer. Put Tracer here. I think that's here. I think that's fair. Probably right there, I think. I'm gonna put Reaper down here. For symmetrical sake, let's do this. I think this is fair so far. Ham mount. I think, so we're in a kind of weird situation with Hammond right now. Joker Queen is pretty good against Hammond. Sombras are like kind of out in full force, which is definitely annoying for sure. And then you start getting a lot of counter pickers around Masters for sure. Still, I think he is on the easier side to get to Grandmaster. I'm sorry, I'm gonna put him in the S tier. In fact, okay, I have like hard evidence about this, okay, because about 2 months ago, I coached a platinum ball, okay? I coached a platinum ball. No, it was a month ago. Month and a half ago. I coached a platinum ball. He was almost to diamond. And he had good mechanics. He did a lot of things right, but his timing was off. He was slamming way ahead of his team, right? His internal timing clock was way ahead of his team because he's a freaking super fast character, right? So he was rounding corners and slamming, and his team wasn't in a position to follow up. And then he was doing a lot, but because his team weren't in a position to follow up, they were never able to shoot into his slams or have that appropriate timing. So that was one thing he was doing wrong, and then he was also doing his ults wrong. But mainly I coached him. We had, I think, 2 sessions together, and he's a Grandmaster Ball now. So yeah, all I had to do was just tell him to look at his team, have more delay in his setups, look at his timing, and he did those things and he climbed. And that's kind of the reality of Hammond. Is I think that to get to Grandmaster, low Grandmaster, I don't think you need to be godly at Hammond or anything like that. You just need to do the cycles properly. And then, of course, there's like levels at the highest ranks, like, you know, from a low Grandmaster to a high Grandmaster. There's definitely levels, and from a high Grandmaster to like someone that's in the top 100, like then these Hammonds get like completely crazy. I'm not saying that Hammond doesn't have a high skill set.
All right, I'm going to bed. I'm
It's just,
tired.
like, to get
We'll
to
do
low
this
Grandmaster,
tomorrow.
I think it's fine. Hog, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. I think you can get to Masters, but he's just like kind of an objectively underpowered character right now, I would say. It's gonna be kind of hard. Yeah. So like on one hand, yeah, I'm putting him here. On one hand, like he's kind of like the Genji thing, where like if you're good at him, you can kind of enforce your will over the lobby, sure. But there's so many niche maps for him. Unfortunately, he's just objectively weak right now. I'm just gonna put him in the D tier. Good luck if this is your main. Reinhardt to Grandmaster. I think. Do I want to put him here? I think I want to put him here. I think he's here. I think Reinhardt, just with your Shatter being very powerful, your ability to really kind of take over